The Sphinx's secret, beyond the Pharaoh's grasp. For thousands of years, it has stood sentinel over the sands of time, its gaze fixed on the horizon, its lips sealed in an eternal silence. It's the Great Sphinx of Giza, one of the most iconic and enigmatic monuments ever built. But what if the history we've been told is a carefully constructed charade? What if the Sphinx holds a secret so profound, so ancient, that it predates the Pharaohs and could rewrite the entire story of civilization itself? Tonight, on Enigma Unlocked, we peel back the desert sands and the layers of conventional history to confront the ultimate mystery, the Sphinx's secret, beyond the Pharaoh's grasp. Prepare to question everything you thought you knew about ancient Egypt. Our journey begins where all good stories do, with the accepted truth. For over a century, archaeologists have largely agreed on a single, definitive narrative. The Great Sphinx was built by Pharaoh Khafre around 2500 BC, during the time of the 4th dynasty. They tell us it's a massive limestone statue of a recumbent sphinx, a mythical creature, with the body of a lion and the head of a man, and that it was carved in the likeness of Khafre himself. This is the story you learn in school, the story you see in museums. The evidence for this is largely circumstantial. It's based on the statue's proximity to Khafre's pyramid and temple, and a damaged inscription on the dream stele of Pharaoh Thutmose IV, which some believe mentions Khafre. This narrative is neat, tidy, and fits perfectly into the established timeline of the Old Kingdom. But what if this tidy story is also a lie? Or, at the very least, a massive oversimplification? For those who dare to look closer, the conventional timeline begins to unravel. The Sphinx is a puzzle of monumental proportions, with mysteries hidden not just in its silence, but in its very stone. What if its true origin is far more ancient, far more advanced, and far more terrifyingly significant than any pharaoh could have ever imagined? To challenge the conventional view, we must look at the physical evidence, not just the historical accounts. The Sphinx, as we see it today, is a patchwork of repairs and restorations. But beneath the patchwork lies a story written in stone, one that suggests a much older and more complex past. The key to this story lies in the patterns of erosion on the Sphinx's body and the ditch surrounding it. Renowned geologist Dr. Robert Schoch, among others, has famously argued that the severe vertical weathering patterns on the Sphinx and the enclosure wall are not caused by wind and sand, which would create horizontal layers. Instead, he believes the erosion is the result of prolonged, heavy rainfall that ancient Egypt hasn't seen for thousands of years. In fact, the last time that region experienced such a wet climate was during the end of the last ice age, sometime between 10,000 and 5,000 BC. If this geological evidence is correct, it would mean the Sphinx was carved not by Khafre in 2500 BC, but by an unknown, sophisticated civilization existing thousands of years earlier. This would place the Sphinx in a time when, according to mainstream history, humanity was just beginning to develop agriculture and was far from being capable of such monumental engineering feats. It would be a paradigm-shifting discovery that would force us to completely rewrite our understanding of ancient history. Are we truly ready for that The plot thickens when we consider the Sphinx's head. It's noticeably disproportionate to its massive body. It's smaller, more detailed, and shows less weathering than the body. This has led many to believe that the head we see today is not the original. A compelling theory suggests that the original head was that of a lion, perfectly matching the body, and that a later pharaoh, possibly Khafre, simply recarved the weathered lion's head into his own likeness, making it smaller and more distinct in the process. This act of recarving would be a powerful political statement. A pharaoh literally putting his face on an older, more sacred symbol to claim its power and lineage. Think about it. The Sphinx has the body of a lion. Lions are a powerful symbol in ancient mythology, representing kingship, strength, and solar power. If the original head was a lion's, it would not only perfectly match the body, but it would also tie the Sphinx to a much older, more universal set of symbols that predate the pharaohs. The Sphinx's true identity may have been a complete lion, a monument to the age of Leo, a time in the zodiac cycle corresponding to that same post-ice age period of heavy rainfall. This suggests a truly mind-bending possibility. The Sphinx was built by a pre-dynastic civilization, not as a memorial to a king, but as an astronomical marker, a time capsule etched in stone, silently watching as the constellations shifted over millennia. Could it be a message to us, waiting for us to be advanced enough to understand it? But where does this lead us? If an unknown civilization built the Sphinx, what happened to them? Did they vanish in a cataclysm? Were they a lost branch of humanity that possessed incredible knowledge? This is where the enigma truly begins to deepen. The idea of a pre-cataclysmic civilization is a recurring theme in many myths. From the sinking of Atlantis to the Great Flood, could the Sphinx be a lone survivor of a forgotten golden age? This takes us down a fascinating path of alternative theories. Some researchers, like Graham Hancock, propose that the Sphinx and the pyramids are part of a massive, intelligently designed celestial map on the ground, mirroring the constellation of Orion and the path of the sun. They suggest that the Great Pyramid itself contains a hall of records, a hidden chamber filled with ancient texts and artifacts from this lost civilization, a library of humanity's true, forgotten past. The idea of a secret chamber isn't just a fantasy. In the 1990s, seismic surveys beneath the Sphinx's paws revealed an anomaly, a hollow space or chamber deep below the bedrock. While no definitive excavation has ever been publicly permitted, the mere existence of this finding fuels endless speculation. What could be inside? A tomb, a collection of scrolls. The very history of the world as we don't know it, the Sphinx, in this view, becomes not a simple statue, but a living, breathing time capsule. Its gaze to the east is not random. It's aligned to the sunrise on the spring equinox, a powerful astronomical event. What was it trying to tell the heavens? Or who was it trying to signal? It forces us to reconsider the very nature of ancient Egyptian knowledge. Were they merely monument builders, or were they inheritors of a far more profound cosmic understanding? Let's not forget the many other anomalies surrounding the Giza plateau. The pyramids themselves are a testament to engineering that we still struggle to fully comprehend. The precision, the alignment, the sheer scale of them defy easy explanation. They are far more complex than just a king's tomb. Could the Sphinx and the pyramids be part of a larger, interconnected system of a lost, technological civilization? There are also the stories of the so-called Pharaoh's curse and the strange energy fields, reported by some visitors to the site. While often dismissed as superstition, these whispers add to the palpable sense of mystery that surrounds the Sphinx. Is there something about this place, something about the monument itself, that defies rational explanation? A latent power, a forgotten purpose, waiting for the right moment to be awakened? What if the Sphinx wasn't just a statue? What if it was a guardian, a protector of a secret so vital, so powerful, that even the great pharaohs of Egypt could only scratch the surface of its meaning? Its silence isn't a sign of its age, but a promise of its enduring power. It has watched empires rise and fall, civilizations come and go, all while keeping its secrets safe. The mystery of the Sphinx is a humbling one. It challenges our arrogance, our belief that we know everything about our past. It stands as a solitary reminder that there are still depths to be plumbed, secrets to be unlocked, and truths to be discovered that could change our world forever. So, where do we go from here? The conventional narrative of the Sphinx's origin has been passed down for centuries. But is it the real story? Or is there a deeper, more ancient truth buried under the sands of time, waiting for us to find it? The Great Sphinx of Giza may forever remain a riddle, a silent witness to a past that we can only glimpse. But perhaps the true joy of this mystery isn't in finding a definitive answer, but in the journey of asking the questions. The moment we stop questioning, we stop truly exploring. The Sphinx has kept its secret for thousands of years. Now, it's our turn to keep looking, keep theorizing, and keep the enigma alive. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into one of humanity's most magnificent and mysterious monuments. Your curiosity fuels our quest to uncover the unknown. If you enjoyed peeling back the layers of this enigma, please give this video a like. It really helps us out. And don't forget to subscribe to Enigma Unlocked for more journeys into the bizarre, the unexplained, and the history they don't want you to know. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and stay curious.